recording. Okay. Sorry.
Cool.
Are we good? We started?
We Gucci?
Yeah.
Last time on Tora's tabletop. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get back to the past. No, it's not. Nope.
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 You gotta get back.
Yeah.
We got the goods. Let's go. Uh-oh.
We have spirit now.
Yeah. What is that? Oh god. Ah.
Run.
Box. Box? Box?
Steak.
Hot box.
Steak. Steak.
Now we're on a train.
For a less stilted recap, for those of you in chat that weren't there, we rescued Spirit. Those other idiots that followed us into the dungeon also ended up coming out of the dungeon. We got a cool gauntlet from them that Kurai's probably most definitely going to keep, because he shouldn't have handed it to her if he didn't want her to keep it. And then as they were leaving to go back to the train station on a giant warnicorn, they got chased by a creepy shadow monster all night, and then at daybreak the shadow monster that had been watching them after it chased them into a city just left a box for them to find, and the box just so happened to have Luck's temple seal on it, and some goobs inside, including a plush toy, and a letter, and a locket. And then we got on a train and headed out and went to Grand Lake.
And apparently it was found out that lungmen are supposed to have tails. No, I'm kidding. All right. The sounds of trains, of the train rattling down the rails. Dunk, 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 dunk. Oh. The sun is starting to get right up, starting to get right up above you. There are very few passengers on board. The occasional sounds of a steam engine plugging along in front is really the only interesting thing at this point. I mean, occasional behemoth out the window.
Cry doesn't notice this. She's taking a nap in Chad's lap.
Red Velvet, as usual, standing up on the seat staring at the window.
Cry's getting a good honkshu me.
Honkshu me.
Well deserved honkshu me.
Let's just say the lightning, that Daikime and Luck are also honkshu me-ing.
Yeah. It's
so Red Velvet and her dad. Well, actually, no. I should be honkshu me too. I forgot we didn't sleep last night.
Nope.
Red Velvet has passed the fuck out. Never mind. She is a sleepy child.
And a quartz hole in her.
Aww.
It is while everybody is honkshu me that you sense a little bit of a stir coming from. No, hold on. There is a little bit of a stir coming from the 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 coming from Spirit. For the first time since the rescue, they kind of twitch awake. They stand up. They look around. And they kind of just stand there, staring at the group.
Can I roll to see if Red Velvet wakes up?
If you'd like.
What do you want me to do? Perception, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Wits. Wow! Rolled a 9.
Nice.
So that makes. So what's 19 plus 9?
That's enough.
Yeah. So Red Velvet shoots awake because OMG, her friend woke up. Spirit! Red Velvet's tail is wagging.
They kind of stare blankly. Looking down at Lil Red.
Hello. Do you remember your name?
They shake their head.
Your name's Spirit. You're one of my friends. And,
Their tail wags.
you were, stuck in a crystal. You're an adventurer. You were stuck in a crystal and we got you out, but it messed with your brain a bit.
This shouldn't be the happy music. I need feels music for this. It's got
Oh,
a
I was
happy
go-
little ditty playing.
I was gonna do a funny to break the silence.
Mm-hmm.
No, we're doing a serious. Let them have a serious moment.
Yeah, I know. That's that's why I'm waiting. I'm holding back.
They look. Spirit looks around. They open their mouth, but no sound comes out.
We're, on a place to where we'll be safe. You were, in the Behemoth Plains. That place isn't safe at all.
In in response to that, Karai mutters in her sleep, "No luck. You aren't taking the kids on a field trip to the Behemoth Plains. I won't allow it."
They look down at their hands. They start to look a little panicked. Their eyes widen, their breath shallowing.
Deep breath. In. Out. Pretend you're blowing out a candle.
They nod.
What?
They sit down.
Are Are you able to speak?
They open their mouth again.
It might take some time. Rest up.
I'm assuming I have some water on me.
All right. I hand them the thing of water. Just like, here's some water. Drink it slowly. I wouldn't want you to choke on it. Seems like you're still getting used to moving and stuff.
They slump back into their seat.
They tired?
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. I just make sure they rest well. Make sure their head's well supported. And I kind of lean up against them. Then go back to sleep.
Train travels on for a good bit longer. Eventually, the conductor calls for the next stop. For an upcoming stop. Grand Junction. Trains. Connecting trains for blah 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 and island capital here.
Where are we going again?
Highland Capital.
All right. I'll make sure the others are awake and stuff. I try to wake the homies up.
Yeah, Karai, when Lil Red goes to shake Karai awake, she kind of like wakes up with a start and just kind of jumps up to a sitting position and looks around real quick for a second and then looks back down at Red. Oh. Is that time, kid?
Yeah.
Before,
Alright.
Before Red goes over to a court, he's just gonna roll off the seat and then jump up.
I was next to you.
Oh, never mind then.
Karai's gonna poke Chad until he wakes up.
Oh, are we there yet?
Did he say where are we at, or who that?
Are we there yet?
Oh, thank you. Almost there, babe. We just got, I think we're getting ready to change trains.
I gently wake up Spirit.
Dad starts doing all sorts of funky poses to stretch out, looking like a JoJo's character.
Don't mind Karai, she just stares at Chad like somebody that has been starving for days and has a juicy steak in front of them.
No wonder why Chad's so strong. It's not just him, he has a stand.
Not only did he have the power of a god, but also a stand.
Alright. As Red wakes up Spirit, they kind of fade into awakeness.
How's Spirit doing, Red?
They forget a lot. I don't think they can speak yet, but they seem to understand me, so that's good.
The court nods. Let's
Are
not.
you able to walk? Sorry. Go for it.
I was gonna say, let's not have Luck attempt to get the quantum mechanics book out.
Yeah. Anyways, do you think you can walk, Spirit?
They nod.
Okay.
They kind of stumble to their feet.
Red Velvet walks holding their hand along with them as they get off the train.
I guess Karai's gonna help Chad carry as much as she can.
Dad just picks up Luck. Come on, buddy. You're coming with us.
Hey, Corey, you want to take care of your whatever you two are?
I look
As
over
in
at document. Well, I'll do my best. I may have to catch up with you guys later. May have to.
I mean, they can probably kind of go on autopilot
That's
a little bit.
Document does kind of just shuffle up to her feet and proceed to autopilot out off the train.
Never mind. Okay. I will go make sure she goes to the right place. And he just the court just runs off to Dakame. And like he'll once he gets to her, he'll like hold on to the mortar arm and like help steer her to the right direction of where they're going.
My dumbass was sitting on my foot. So, now it's like dead.
Oh,
Same.
Bum, bum, bum. The sleeper train for Island Capital is departing in roughly 30 minutes. Feel free to enjoy our Grand Station's many facilities as you wait for your train.
I hate to interrupt with this, but has anyone ever had like their finger hurt so bad that you need to like force it to force crack it, but then when you finally do, it feels so good?
Yeah.
I just did that with my thumb, and holy crap, does it feel so much better.
Very nice.
Nice.
Okay. The porters aggressively shove all your stuff off the baggage car. They see you guys and just give you like a double thumbs up.
You know what? I'm hungry. Chad, let's go get some food.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Wait. Let's not leave the child in charge of Spirit. Can we? No, like, I guess, Red, come with us.
Okay. Come on, Spirit. Let's give you something to eat. You probably need some food.
Accord is forgotten.
I'm assuming Accord is also coming with us.
Mm-hmm.
Accord is adult. He can handle himself.
Gee, thanks. Accord is adult. The character who, not character, the person who plays as Accord, not so much sometimes.
Chad just drops Luck on a court. Yes?
The Court's
Uncle
just
Chad.
like looks like he's splat on the ground. The Court's not strong, obviously.
Uncle Chad. Papa isn't strong enough to lift Luck.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Picks up both of them.
Court's just dangling, like, gives a weak thumbs up. I'm okay. Tooth,
Yeah.
tooth.
You can put a court down. In fact, here, and she like it leads them over to a bench and is just leave Luck here. He'll all be fine. Sure, no one will mess with him. It's just a train station. It'll just look like he's asleep at a train station. That's fine. It's better than the looks that we'll get carrying around an unconscious person over your shoulder.
Aye, Miss Karai.
So, are you gonna, like, let me down, or... Okay.
Oh, sorry there.
He just immediately drops a court. Dunk.
Sorry there, releases his grip.
Court just gets up and brushes himself off. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay, Dan. Why did Bobby Hill come into my head?
I don't know.
I'm okay, Dan.
All right. You see a line of various places to eat. There's a convenience store. There's some cafes. There's some like fast food places. Your typical like airport style. There is food.
Cry's going to a cafe. She wants a big ass coffee.
Understandable.
Big ass coffee and a big old breakfast sandwich. Yummy.
Oh, that sounds good.
She learned last time that she let Chad pick out all the food and it made her sick to her stomach.
Dad really likes sweets.
Yeah, she's not built for them. She's not built for them at all. She likes them too. It's just she unlike him, she can't eat too much or she gets sick.
Mm-hmm. There are a couple of folks chilling at the station. Or not the station, at the cafe. It's nice and cozy for like a built into the wall cafe. As soon as you kind of walk past like the little seating area threshold, one of the people at the counter all over to you. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
All right, big boy, what do you want?
Chad looks over the menu and he sees breakfast sandwich.
Breakfast sandwich.
That breakfast sandwich looks pretty good.
So like 3 of them for you?
Chad nods.
All right. And all I need is one, and then I want the most caffeine possible you can put into a cup.
The lady at the counter, like, darts eyes at one of her coworkers. Okay.
Wait. I mean, like, you know, like, I've had them in Highland before. What do they call them? Like, the concentrated coffee shot things that are.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Little Red. Those. I would like several of those inside of a regular cup of coffee. Cream and sugar.
You sure you want?
Yes.
Multi-shot? Okay. I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
Have you ever heard of a caffeine shot?
Yes.
Yeah. We used to have those administered in the field when we had to stay up for 36 plus hours.
Okay.
It's a lot of caffeine.
You know what? That makes sense. Accord's just trying to find words. He's still a bit tired.
Come on, Papa, let's get you a more regular strength coffee.
It makes sense why you're going for the multi-shot espresso.
The lady at the counter asks if Tori is military.
Wait. Okay, my microphone started working again and stopped for a second. Yeah, you can say that.
Interesting. Well, I take it you're an adventurer, so you not from around here?
Nope. But I've been a bit of everywhere, all over the Iron Ridge.
Interesting. Wonder if you've met our boss.
Who's your boss?
Former Grand Lake Navy. Big name. She's on break right now. I don't know where she is, but I'm sure she'd love to talk to you about whatever you military types talk about.
Typically, training and the shit, it's Mojito.
Oh god, it's Mojito.
You're not lucky.
Duck and cover, fam! Duck and cover! It's Mojito!
Hold on, wait a
The
second.
ghost of Mojito has arrived!
The ghost of Mojito has arrived.
Whoa, you guys are. I'm not the only one seeing this ghost, right?
Just
Very spooky.
Ghostbusters! And Glowstick Guy's here!
Before any of you say anything, I know.
It's too late. Rage already said it.
Nope, not that one. This one.
Train, I already mentioned Glowstick Guy before you said it.
I did not hear it.
I said I yelled, and Glowstick Guy is here.
Anyways.
Yeah, I did not hear it.
Anyway.
So, Lightning has been autopilot following the gang. Luck is asleep on a bench at the train station. You're waiting for your connecting train to Highland.
Of course.
Karai's getting breakfast sandwiches with Chad.
Oh, it's like
and
Lightning would have been at the bench
there too.
sleeping.
Luck is not being conservative, sleeping on that bench. He is laying down.
That's fine. Lightning's mastered the art of locking her mechanical leg and shifting the weight to it, so sleep standing up.
Sticking his leg up on like the top of the back of the chair.
It's just some civilian folk are just like, damn adventures. You also have. I'm assuming you all just left your stuff with Luck and Dakime, so there's just a pile of junk.
After ordering, Accord just looks out the window to see Luck and Dakime.
I don't think there's really a window. We're not in. We're not. It's like.
Or not necessarily a window, just over in their direction.
Time to play Oak Knights on the side.
Hell yeah. All right. Your order will come out to about 35 kroll.
All right. Kurai forks over the 35 kroll. Time to take that out of my thing.
Chad reaches for his little kroll pouch and then just sadly stands there.
Well, if you want to pay, big boy, have at it. As far as I'm concerned, your money at this point, our money is basically pooled as far as stuff goes. So if you want to pay, you know what? Have at it. It's just like kind of sees that she's talking in a circle and pats him on the shoulder.
Chad puts down the money.
I thought you were going to say something along the lines of a fly coming out of Chad's wallet.
Nah, Chad's got money. Chad doesn't buy anything.
Yeah. I also thought you were gonna have him be broke.
Anyways. All right, and for you lovely folks, points over to Accord and Red.
Hi. Do you have anything that's good to settle a stomach and stuff? Like something that's easy on the tummy? Like a nice muffin or something?
Oh, of course.
Or tea?
Oh, we've got plenty of teas.
Awesome.
Get them a mint tea. Mint's good for the stomach.
Can I have a mint tea, please?
Sure. What size? Hot or cold? Yada yada yada.
I look at the very tall spirit, large.
Can you make it kind of like not super hot, but like warm?
And did you want that muffin as well?
Yeah. Can I have a lemon muffin, please?
Of course. Anything else? Looks over to Accord.
A breakfast sandwich.
Oh.
And a small lemonade.
All right.
How much is that?
That is.
Red ignoring Accord too.
Oh, I mean, I was assuming he was getting his own food. Red Velvet's ordering for her, and
the one time an NPC doesn't ignore Accord.
I was just saying the fact that I opened my mouth to speak like 4 times and then Pan just comes.
Sorry.
To be fair,
Sorry,
you didn't.
Papa.
To be fair, Pan, you didn't know because I didn't make a sound, but I had my mouth open. About to.
I was going by what Red Velvet would be thinking, which is
yeah, I know.
friend food and her food. Dad is adult; he can handle himself.
Yeah.
I think
Also,
my thought
not
process
giving
was.
Dad.
Oh, sorry.
Also, Dad's not allowed paying for my food. Red Velvet's independent little child.
That's fair.
That's fair.
All right.
I mean, sad, but yeah. Why sad?
All right.
What brain? Why?
That's about 17 kroll.
All right.
Red Velvet kind of pulls herself up onto the thing and puts 17 Kroll on the table for her.
What?
Her feet are like dangling, and then you just hear a little as their feet land.
The cashier's heart melts.
Flashbangs with change.
All right, we'll have that out for you.
Thank you.
All right, and upon closer inspection, the cashier pauses, looking at a court. Yeah, and for you.
Just medium coffee and a donut, please.
All right.
Timbits.
Thanks, Kroll.
I'll hand it over.
You're not having food, Papa?
Donut.
Donut.
Oh. That's not food.
Donut.
That's
Yes,
snack.
Two
Red,
donuts.
good job. And just Karai pats little Red on the head. Good job watching out for people's nutrition.
She just worried her dad because what they did last night, and this is basically the last thing we ate since running away and being on a large train ride.
A quart size and just hand a breakfast sandwich, please.
All right, that'll bring it up to 11 Kroll.
69 minus 11. I actually have to calculator that. What the fuck?
58.
Thank you.
Alright. We'll get your food out to you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go take a seat.
She's still holding on to Soul's or Spirit's hand and holding on to her papa's.
Are they awkwardly hunched, or are you just like dangling?
I think they're awkwardly hunched.
Who?
You are the two tall Collins.
A quart's not that tall.
A quart's like average human
Red
height.
Velvet's hand is like reached all the way up. And it's just kind of like
Oh, you're very vertical.
very vertical, or like holding on to the side of their clothing, kind of leading them.
Yeah. A quart's like average human height. Average human height, Goose.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like normally holding on to a child's hand.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure Karai is taller than a quart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
To the cashier, picturing Demon Cat Boy here and Dog Beastman here, plus, and then equals Weird Imp Child here. Utter look of confusion.
Oh, did the ears throw you off? They're not real.
Just randomly announces that in public all the time.
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't randomly announce it, but if someone were to ask that, like, if they're real or not, then he'll say it.
The court just like stops in like the middle of a mall. And for your attention.
Alright, he's not Luck. He wouldn't do something like that.
Alright.
So you're
Damn,
aware.
shots fired.
All right.
Food and drink is served. You're all sitting at a bunch of tables, kind of shoved together.
I wonder how comedic it would look, considering they have to do that every time. Just like every restaurant they've been to just has like tables and chairs scooched in together in anticipation for them.
As often as possible, Karai probably takes Chad away to sit without the rest of the crew. Not because she entirely dislikes them anymore. It's more of, I spend all my time with you. I need time
want to be
away
with my
from you.
boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And before long, announcement comes on the radio. The sleeper train for Highland Capital is departing soon. Please get to your platform, yada blah 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 blah.
Oh,
Luckily,
let's
Red
go.
Velvet heads out. She's like, "Thank you, miss."
Sits up on the bench. Huh? Oh, starts just picking up all of the stuff that he can.
The porters like death stare him.
Yeah.
Accord just
Our
Accord just walks over to seemingly sleeping Dakame and attempt to wake her up. We're leaving soon.
Okay, and you woke me for that?
Well, you kind of led foot here. We need to get you
Like, we
moving
actually
around.
have to actively move.
We actually have to physically move, and you're kind of just lead-footed in place.
Would you like to have been picked up? Lux says, walking away by holding a bunch of shit.
No, I'm good.
Chad tried
That's
making me
travel.
carry you, Luck. No.
It was amusing. I'll give it that.
Music for
Fair.
you.
It was kind of funny, Papa.
Felt like I was falling.
He
It felt
just
elegant.
he just looks down and sighs in defeat, knowing that he can't convince them otherwise.
I mean, Red Velvet thinks it'd be funny if the same thing happened to her, so.
Fair.
And so the party boards the train. Funnily enough, this time, as it is a sleeper train, they are all led to bunks. Let's say there's 3 separate ones for the lot of you.
Cool.
Cat and Cry get their own.
Pick your sleeping spots.
Pick your sleeping spots. Go.
I choose the floor.
Red.
I'm gonna say that you keep an eye on Spirit.
Okay.
Also, Red Velvet gives Locke a big hug. Before going to
Hi,
bed.
little friend.
Give Spirit
night,
and
little
Locke a
one.
hug.
Good night, Spirit. This is Luck. They're really nice. A little weird sometimes. But they're a good guy.
Very weird.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. Stupid grin. Uh-huh.
Red Velvet looks at you. Try anything with them and I'll gut you.
Huh? Oh. Nah, I'm good.
Good night.
Luck
In other
waves
words, like-
good night.
Make them uncomfortable. Hurt them. Very, very angry. little imp.
Red will burn you from the inside out.
I love a warm meal.
Once.
Luck, you are not eating my child. I will burn
Thank you, Moldy.
Not on purpose.
If
Straight
it
up.
was,
While your
a lot.
debate is all fun and games, I'm
Red
just gonna
Velvet
let
is
you-
already headed off to bed.
Yeah.
That was meant to be a quick, one-lined, not really an actual conversation.
Yeah. Once Red heads into the thing to bed, Karai looks at the rest of them.
Oh, back
Unless
to
you're
sleep.
dying, don't bother me. Thanks.
Pardon.
All right.
Why'd you sound like you were trying to hiss like a snake?
As night falls, the cozy sounds of train noises drifts you off to sleep, and you wake up the next day feeling well rested.
Wow!
Lux just like laying there on the floor.
Why on the floor?
His foot's
We're
comfortable.
It's where he
Oh,
chose.
okay.
It's where he chose. You can't argue with the man.
Nope.
There are like four beds on the walls of like this little room on this train carriage, and
Luck chooses the floor.
Luck chooses the floor. Yeah.
Assumingly in the middle of the room.
Oh boy.
Spirit
Whatever.
just looks down at them in confusion. Anyways,
The court just like pokes his head out from the bunk that he's in, down looking at Luck. You sure you comfy down there?
We're in separate rooms.
Oh, fair enough.
anyways. Announcement. All adventurers aboard the train, please go to cars 2 and 3 for a little incident. Yes.
Oh gosh.
All right, this rouses Karai, and she quickly arms herself and waits outside of the adjoining doors for the others to come out.
Gets up, walks.
Hey, look, Spirit in that room.
Okay. Is the child out yet?
The child's in a different room.
Oh, never mind. Poop.
It is only you and Spirit.
Spirit looks out the little port window like a child trapped in a car.
Red Velvet looks back.
You stay in
It's
there.
just to keep you safe.
We'll
Not
be right
really
back.
a top shape in case we need to fight.
Closes the door and locks it.
We'll be back.
They nod. There are about 30 adventurers gathered. And deja vu, there's a dude on a box.
Oh, god damn it.
Snake?
This is another quest. This isn't part of my job yet.
Hello adventurers. We bring you here for the guy on the box looks nervously across the room.
Out with it.
Oh yeah, sorry, of course. There has been a murder.
Ooh.
Karai kind of rolls
Murder
her eyes.
mystery night.
Okay. Like on the train we're currently on.
Yes.
Like pokes cry.
So instead of getting the authorities involved, you are asking a bunch of adventurers to what? Solve a crime before we get to the next station?
No.
Oh,
We
I was
presume it is one of you.
I was about to ask out of character to you, Tora, if this was the murder mystery episode.
It is.
Anyway. Oh.
As you are the only ones authorized to carry weapons upon the train. The guy shrugs and nervously stares at Karai.
You have security cameras, yes?
Unfortunately, no. These coaches are older stock. Barely have working lights in them.
You ain't lying.
Wow, rude.
Of course, used to traveling in style.
Too bad.
True.
Did somebody say
fancy boy?
Did somebody say regalia?
So, what exactly do you want from us then?
We ask that you at least temporarily relinquish your weaponry, and at least until we make it to the next station.
Red Velvet raises her hand.
Is that a hand?
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Picked up the child. Raises her in the air.
Cool. What if the murderer also uses magic and can kill us anyways?
And then you're just disarming all of the people that could potentially stop them.
Well, yes. That is a potential outcome, but the murder was done with a knife or with a sort of bladed weapon. So I don't know. I don't know what protocol is here. I'm just doing my job. I was doing what I was told.
Karai looks around to all the other adventurers. Just a quick survey. Who here is willing to give up their weapons? Raise your hand.
Some younger adventurers raise their hand.
Nice.
How many of that out of 30 is that, though?
Like 8.
Karai motions to the lone 8 hands raised and looks back to the guy. So you see, we are a bit of an impasse here. Because I am not relinquishing my weapons. Because if somebody comes at me, I need to defend myself in a way that's not going to destroy half the train. I mean, aside from having this guy be able to punch them in half, that's beside the point.
Akor would have been fine giving up his weapons because his main source of damage is D's hands in the form of magic.
Yeah, that's the problem. We don't want to blow up half the fucking train.
Oh.
Punch.
Yeah.
Old wooden coaches, fire magic. You do the math.
Yeah, that's why he's holding himself back from raising his hands. He knows that it's a horrible idea.
What are you gonna do?
I mean, I guess I can give you my weapon. She hands the frying pan.
Here's what I propose. You have whatever train security. Everybody goes back to their bunks, and you have whatever train security you have. Run patrols. Have one of them stay on the murder room so that when we get to Highlands, you can have a skilled investigator look it over. And then have a roster with everybody's information on it, and so you're able to track them down. That's my suggestion to you.
The man on the box kind of like looks nervously. I'll talk it over with the conductor who is currently consoling the family. He should be back shortly.
I'll be right back.
Until he arrives, please don't leave this room or car. All the adventurers are like chattering amongst themselves.
Red Velvet just puts her frying pan away. It's literally her only weapon. Like, what are you gonna do about it, homie? Unless...
Hey, little Red, I have an idea.
Hmm?
You're small and hard for people to notice. Why don't you take a little buzz around the room carefully and stealthily and eavesdrop on some people and let me know if anybody's having a suspicious conversation.
Do I roll for that? What must I roll?
Just roll the hit for how are you sneaking around? You just tiptoeing, or you puddle? Just roll to activate your goopiness, and then
I don't roll for that.
oh, you don't. Never
That's
mind.
just an automatically thing.
Right.
I can roll stealth. I mean, someone's bound to see the puddle.
Yeah, go for it.
That's another 9. But that's
Nice.
Dexterity. So that's 17 plus 9.
Yeah, that'll get it. Wait.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, that's 27.
Yeah. I can math. No, I can't.
I feel that.
Excuse me.
All right. So you sneak around.
Do I hear anything suspicious?
Let's say I'm gonna say you're gonna have to pinpoint who you're listening in on first.
Oh.
Right.
Shit.
There are
Oh, go for it. Sorry.
There are a couple of interesting adventures out there. There's a what looks to be a beastman, a cat beastman rogue. A duo a duo of elven fighters.
Don't be racist, Red. Don't be racist.
You really took after your uncle.
Don't be racist.
You do remember the last elves they came in contact with?
Yes.
And
don't worry, Luck didn't like people either.
a Lucifus holding a knife. Which would you like to listen in on?
The fucking Lucifus holding a knife. Considering, at the moment, why is a weapon drawn?
All right. As you listen in, you hear, "Huh? Was I really about to give this trained staff this knife?" He runs his hand across an engraving. It seems to be in demonic.
I guess I wouldn't innately know how to read that. I'd have to be taught.
Yeah. I don't think your parents know how to read that, actually.
Of course, been reading books in his younger days of stuff.
Yeah, but didn't you grow up with, like, adopted beastman parents? human parents?
What were they?
Father was a human, mother was a feline beastman.
Yeah, so you wouldn't know how to read demonic.
Yeah.
All right.
But he knows he greatly knows sign language.
That's not helpful right now. Anyways.
All right. He stows the knife on a hip holstered sheath, and he kind of waddles off towards like another side of the car.
Okie dokie.
Can I listen into other people?
Yeah.
Alright. Can you list them off again? I mean, there's the
two elves, Catboy.
Catboy Rogue, correct?
Mhm.
I'm gonna check out the Rogue.
He's sighing deeply, just kind of talking to what seems to be an adventuring party. What looks to be some sort of caster. And word, a guardian.
Huh. What are those guys saying?
We're gonna be late. We just had to miss that first train, huh? It was early.
Alright, these guys are just upset they can't leave.
Anyways, the rogue speaks up. We had to catch this train, all right? I know we're gonna be late for our meeting. We'll be fine. Well, they then start talking about some stuff in Granitas they had to do.
Okie dokie. Then last is the elves.
Are they even speaking common?
Yes, they are. In fact, they are actually.
Oh, surprising. That also sounded very racist. I am sorry. I should know better. I'm a demon that can't speak demonic.
You hear one of them say, "I'm so excited to see Grandma. It's been forever."
Aww. It is so cute.
The other says, "I hope this doesn't hold us up at the station. I know Grandma's gonna be waiting for us, and our cousin is not the most patient of fellas."
Yeah, and to be fair, I don't think the killer's in the room with us. Red Velvet just slinks back over to Karai.
Catch anything good, kid?
Nah, all of them kind of just seem mundane.
Well, it was worth a look. I kind of doubted the killer would be in here with us anyway. If they really did kill somebody, they either already hopped off the train or hidden in a compartment somewhere.
Yeah. Also, if
you...
they committed a murder, why would they come to a call? That doesn't sound the brightest.
Karai leans down to Red and says in a whisper, "You know, for Black Vault, I've done a train assassination or two. You typically hide away somewhere until the next stop and then just hop off.
Yeah.
Or until they start to slow down for the stop, and then you hop off. Because typically, you don't come on board with a ticket."
I don't know why they think they would.
Trying to cover other bases, I suppose.
Yeah.
Just means that we're stuck in here until they figure their shit out. Hope they know that once this train stops, there's nothing that, well, not that Highland had, well, I don't know what kind of authorities Highland would call here, but it wouldn't hold us up at all. So there's that.
Hmm. Totally off topic, I just made a lily and a daffodil out of clay.
Cool.
Oh.
I show on camera.
Aww. Aww.
Hold on a second.
So pretty.
Oh, those are pretty.
Oh, and the flowers are pretty too.
Very pretty. Yeah.
Oh, yes! Aww.
So cute.
Oh, now my feet are really dead.
Well,
What?
Lovely feeling.
All right. Before long, big burly man comes stomping into the room.
Yes.
The boy on the box waves him down. The man booms. All right. We don't have enough security to keep an eye on all of you. But this plan proposed should suffice.
can I just interject one thing real quick?
Yes.
What makes you think that a killer would come to the call about a murder instead of taking the opportunity to, while everybody's distracted, hide somewhere or get off the train?
As for getting off the train, these doors are made to not open at certain speeds, and we are far past those speeds. No, these windows are made of magic resistant, yada yada, blah 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 blah. They list off a bunch of safety things the train has that make sure that nobody gets off while the train is speeding. Or
So
at speed.
effectively, fuck you. You're on this train until we say so.
Yes.
All
So
right.
they
So
updated
what? You're
those
never gonna
security
slow
measures.
down until we figure it out.
No, we keep going. That way they can't get off the train. And I just suggest y'all look in any nooks and crannies you have, because the person's probably hiding out somewhere in one of those. Or posing as one of your staff. I'd check any new hires that you'd have.
Already in process.
Well, good. Can we leave now? Because I was kind of busy.
Unfortunately, I do ask at least some of you adventurers to stay in this cart while the rest can head back, because we only have about enough staff to keep an eye on half of y'all. Or, yeah.
Well,
I kind of shuffle my way over to the guy.
Hi, child. What are you doing here?
I'm an adventurer.
You start so young.
Listen, can you
Rana.
come down?
What was that?
Like, can you crouch down a little bit? Kinda
Yeah.
don't want to yell this, but
Yeah, of course, kid.
so we're returning from a pretty bad adventure, I guess. One of our friends got really messed up from being entrapped and can barely speak properly. Well, she can't even speak. So we were trying to keep an eye on her, and I also show him the card that was gifted to me from the King of Highland. So,
Oh.
would you mind if me and my party went back to our room so that way we can keep an eye on them?
Yes, very well.
Thank you.
So about 8 other adventurers return to their quarters along with y'all.
Well, I guess the only real good thing to do right now is take a position and stand guard.
I'll just stand outside, look down the hall, I guess.
Oh,
Daikume, you used to work on trains as security.
Yes.
Why don't you help out this train security by showing them any, maybe they're not as experienced as you were, and you can show them places to look or common nooks and crannies that people may hide in and whatnot. Maybe flush out this guy before we even get to the station. Besides, maybe they'll get off our backs if one of us goes and helps them.
Excellent idea.
Probably still have your You should still have your certification for that stuff on you.
Mm-hmm.
You probably worked
Think
with a
about
couple
it.
of them at some point.
Remember, that was before the name change.
Yeah, but
They don't know that.
Yeah.
You look different, but not that different.
Well, I guess let's head up to the main guard detective
Thing.
person.
There's security. There's security at this point. There's
main
no detective
security.
yet. As you head out of your little room, you're stopped by this small what is the name of that race?
This small little bean.
Well, little bug guy, this little Belza.
I presume you're here to stop me from moving?
Yeah, we were told to keep an eye on your movements. Are you going to use the restroom, or?
No, I was gonna offer services to help.
Oh.
I used to be a guard for various locomotives. I may be able to help inspect and show nooks and crannies.
I
I was looking to speak to the lead security about that.
Yeah, sure. Let me go get him. You stay here for now. Little bug guy scurries off.
Right, my leg. Sorry.
Yee! Little bug.
He's
Little bug bean.
Where the fuck did I just
I don't
had my
think I can
phone. Where did
picture
put it?
Chicory being a guard on a train. I cannot picture doing that.
I just
No.
had my phone. Where did I put it?
I can picture her buzzing around a giant canvas with paintbrushes in each of her hands, painting furiously on a giant mural, though.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I could see her graffitiing a train, but
Wow.
well, I mean, she'd probably paint a beautiful fucking sunset.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Probably graffitiing over other graffiti to make it actually look nice.
Just make sure the sun in the corner has sunglasses because it's cool.
Oh, of course. Sun's always gotta have sunglasses.
It's true. Anyways,
Well, could be sunglasses. Anyway.
Before long, this before long, a woman with two sets of arms. Bleh.
Double it and give it to the next person.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Train said double it and give it to the next person.
With 8 sets of arms. No.
Oh God.
With
2 sets of arms.
With 32 sets of arms.
Okay, enough.
Shows up.
Let Tora continue.
Comes up to the door, knocking.
Opens the door.
Hi there.
Greetings.
What is it that you... Oh?
Sorry, continue.
What is it that, you... What is it that you offered, Oni?
Well, years of experience with guarding trains and possibly helping to locate any possible good hiding spots for said perpetrator, along with at least some form of camera assistant built in for a better efficiency at guarding.
All right, understood. All right. The lady turns on her heels and starts walking. Are you coming with?
Oh, yes. Sorry, right on it. Proceeds to follow.
The little bug guy kind of lets out a deep breath. God, the boss is scary.
Like I should probably clear off my dice.
I'm pretty sure this is already kind of assumed, but Red Velvet is in the car with Spirit.
Mm-hmm. All right, a little solitary docume adventure for a little bit.
Yay!
The emotionless robot.
Yeah. We'll cut back to the rest of the group. Anyways, all right. So where do you suggest we search? All the restrooms have been checked. Storage holds.
That now has me thinking, what would be the best hiding spots? Obviously, in rooms and closets, any form of tank that can be accessed.
If there's room enough behind any kind of panel.
Mm-hmm. Well, logically, behind any panel that has enough room for any form of being to hide in, any tanks that are accessible, such as, depending on the drain system, gray and black water tanks. Oh, fuck. I'm still trying to think. It's like how best to word it. I guess just all the possibilities. He's behind any loose boards and such. Within mattresses.
Use your thermal vision.
I was about to say that yes, my thermal vision has activated. That is one of the services that was offered.
Hell yeah.
And just, well, out of character, I would think it would be slightly easier to spot any heat signatures out of place considering experience, but Tora, that's up for you to decide.
All right.
Med check.
Thank you.
I just realized I forgot to take mine.
All right, let's specify. You've been taken to the diner car, which is a car up from where the murder has happened. I want you to roll to see if you see anything with your
Let's see, we're starting off quite strong with a natural 10.
Nice.
And I presume wits modifier? Because if so, that's only a 14. And my wits is not that high.
I know. You do catch something faint outside of what would normally be accessible. Under the what looks to be under the next coach down.
Well, using a thermal scan, I've picked up something that seems a little out of the ordinary. Gestures over to the direction. Over in that car. Or the car down that way.
All right.
Shall we go take a look and a closer inspection?
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually going to use a different D20 for this.
You walk.
That's right, I lost a D20. Did I? Oh, D10.
You walk over to one of the little compartment rooms.
Well, I guess since we're in a different car, let's go again. This time, paying a bit more close attention to that area where the heat signature seemed a little out of place.
Mm-hmm.
On dice, be kind. That is a 9. Which is a 13.
It seems to be under one of the little bunk areas.
Well, upon closer inspection, it seems to be possibly under one of the bunks and gestures towards the suspect room and in general area. So, into the room we go.
Inside is a family of cat beastmen. Yes, hello?
Hello. We suspect that something is out of the ordinary in this room. We are just here for a quick look, possibly more, depending on what is seen. Speaking of scene, let's continue to inspect said thermal signature.
I'm not gonna make you roll for it. It's like right under your feet.
Post down. Well, the heat signature seems to be below us. Down on the knees, checking to see if any floorboards happen to be loose or if we need to pry them up.
There is a small rug.
There's a small rug. Let's roll that rug up.
Whoop, there's an access hatch. Says for maintenance only.
Well, if this is where I'm seeing that this is a possible location, let us inspect further. Slowly begins to open the hatch.
You open it up, and there is a very unique looking weapon just stashed there. It looks to be a rough. It seems to okay. It's a really short sword with like little holes lining the blade, and it is warm to the touch.
Well, we may not have found a perpetrator, but we may have found something just as interesting. Presumably the head security is right there.
Yeah.
I'll let you deal with this, as fingerprints could be damning evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Jonty!
Hi, Jonty!
Jonty! Hi, Jonty!
Hi, Jonty!
Okay. All right. So the head guard. She looks around the room, suspiciously eyeing up this beastman and her children. This has been used recently. Who could have put here?
Much love, John T. Thank you for the lurk. I appreciate you.
Much love, John T.
Love
Sorry,
you,
I
John
got
T.
one hell of an itch on my leg.
Alright.
Well, considering how conveniently that carpet was covering this hatch, and memory serves, typically these rooms aren't used. So,
Oh, this room's been converted to a bunk. And the rug was to make sure passengers don't use the hatch.
even in her emotional state, just kind of fingers on the bridge of her nose, like, why would they do something that stupid?
Money.
Money, more bodies, more money.
Well, as far as I know, for now this is your case. I'll let you make the calls from here.
Alright. Please return to your quarters.
At once. Promptly leaves and returns back to the quarters.
There is some commotion in the train, but yeah, there's some commotion on the train going forward.
Hey, it was useful. We'll put a little question mark next to that. So, what happens?
In about 5 hours ish after that, you arrive at Granitas, at Blackstone Grand Station. The train stops.
Why the fuck were we doing in Granitas that we're going to Highland Capital?
Traveling north from, you went the long way around.
Okay.
Well, shit.
It's information that would have changed some things I did earlier. Considering I thought we were gonna be heading to Highland Capital Station next and could exert our authority there to not be bothered about this. But no, we're in Blackstone.
It's only
where
a
they
stop.
may or may not still hate us.
It's only a stop. You don't have to get off the train.
Okay.
You know who can get off the train? Goober. Not that if you care.
Actually, honestly, if they're not, a killer's loose in Blackstone, what does it matter to Karai? They're not in Highland. She doesn't care.
Not my job to care. Not yet, at least.
I don't get paid enough to care.
You get paid?
I wish.
I don't think I do.
If someone were to pay me to care about something,
You
sure,
bet it on how much is.
I'm an emotional bitch, so.
All right. In about an hour, the train departs. You look out the window as you see a small family of Cat Beastmen being arrested.
Probably were framed, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens now. It did feel nice. He's using some of my knowledge. Anyway, go on.
It's about half a day before you reach Highland land, and about 3 hours more once you hit 3 hours more till you hit the capital. It's quiet, uneventful. Security is still being a little uptight, but they're not bothering you.
Mm-hmm.
You arrive at Highland Capital Station. Red, looking out the window, sees a very jolly green giant.
Red Velvet's tail starts waving violently.
Well, this does look like a step.
Yeah.
All right, everybody off board. Do.
Make sure to get all our stuff. I want to sell all that crystal.
No worries, the porter's got you.
Good.
Chucking your stuff aggressively out of the baggage car.
I think rats can leave their weapons in any baggage.
Mm-hmm.
Not sure how much of that food would still be good. Anyways.
Oh. Welcome home, everybody.
Hey, Murdoch.
They okay?
Uncle Murdoch!
Hey.
Long story short, they were entrapped in crystal and their brain is gorked and they can't talk and they seem to be able to understand things, but they can't even remember their names, so
they don't even remember us. Really?
Yeah. So, sorry? But I don't think your friend is all there anymore. And may not be permanently.
That is...
Let's get somewhere safer so we can talk.
Kid, I think the capital's plenty safe, but I get what you're saying.
Private. Let's get some more private.
BRB.
Also, I'll show you to Island Capital's latest construction site, I guess.
Ooh.
Oh yeah? Rebuilding the castle?
Mm-hmm.
You see Red Velvet's tail wagging more?
Oh.
I do say a small silver lining. of Spirit not remembering things is they don't remember their obligation to Division anymore, and I made sure the Division goons there wouldn't breathe a word about Spirit being around. So,
at
least they don't have to puppet around anymore.
I see. Well, that's good.
Oh shoot, I didn't get to Taka the ads, snooze the ads, and they started.
No.
Just as you were going to describe the castle being rebuilt.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, can we take 1 minute while we're doing the travel before you start describing the castle where I take a quick bio break?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. It's been 2 hours, I gotta go.
I'll top up my water while I'm at it.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
So you guys like pizza? Recording has been resumed.
As you travel towards the city center, this pillar of steel and stone comes into sight. Ooh. Love Estelle. Anyways, this pillar of steel and stone is all you can see as all sorts of men, all sorts of humanoids, people, all sorts of people are buzzing about putting together the castle. The base floor is done. You've got some barracks, and the throne room is almost finished.
As impressive as all this is, don't you think that, like, you should be spending money investing in a standing military too, considering everything that's happened? You know what? Never mind.
I hear you. Not exactly my call to make. At least not on my own.
You know, I'll take Little Red and have a talk with the king, because Black Vault and Alexander bouncing around out there again. I think an investment in national security is needed.
Hmm.
Anyway. So what do you think we should do with Spirit?
I don't know. Do they still have soul render?
Did they have a weapon on them when we
No, they
we dug them out? Nope. They didn't got any kind of weapon on them. They didn't have any kind of weapon on them.
All right. That should be fine. That means they can't track them.
Good. So we truly have them off the radar. Let's keep it that way.
The Vision, despite all their bullshit, isn't as bad as... Well... Anyways.
They were Never mind. They are. They are just as bad as Black Vault. They just have a government to hide behind.
Hello.
Hello.
What I
Right.
missed?
A little conversation between Karai and Murdoch.
Okie dokie.
All right.
So what's next then?
Well, we did some looking into Undelin's dark underbelly. All that stuff from before you headed off.
Yeah.
We're thinking of pushing into Nordhello.
With what army?
We've already got a good number of adventurers willing to, for no small sum of reward money.
So money we should be investing in a military, we're investing in adventurers instead. I know this isn't your call. I'm just pointing out the ridiculousness of the notion of this. Without a military, without military grade weapons, we're going to try to push into a country that is not only surrounded by a massive fuck off wall, but also has military grade weapons and is known to have housed Black Vault, which also has military grade weapons. With adventurers with swords and spells.
Yep.
That's suicide. That's an unwinnable battle. From a tactical standpoint, that is a ridiculous notion to even march into battle under those conditions. What makes you want to press into what is so pressing in Nordhello that you're gonna break Highland for it?
We believe that is where Black Vault's lead. The head of Black Vault is hiding out. That's pretty much all we've got.
Where's the king? I think it's time we had a serious discussion. And the rest of the council. Okay, then the rest of the council that made the call, we all need to have a quick powwow. Because just grabbing a group of adventurers and charging it headlong to this is going to get every single one of them killed. And us.
Yeah, I'm not fighting to die for this country.
What do you recommend we do?
I recommend you take some. If I understand the time sensitiveness of getting to Alexander more than most. However, marching into this country under this current plan will get us killed. We don't have enough time, because if any time we take to build up forces, they are also going to build up forces. Therefore, as much as this pains me to say, more than likely, if this is going to be a successful endeavor, we need a trained military on our side, meaning we're going to have to reach out to Granitas and make it a joint effort. And at the same time, instead of hiring adventurers, recruit them into a Highland military. If they don't want to join, that's fine. They can work as freelancers, but not get any of the benefits that we would offer, including death benefits. We need to make an enticing thing to make sure that people have actual loyalty, because a lot of adventurers are beholden only to coin. Nord Hello seems to have a lot of it. They could just offer to turn the adventurers against us.
All right, we'll gather the council.
Turns to the rest of the group as Murdoch's walking off. Well, I know I talked through that whole thing, but what do you all think?
I agree with you.
Yes, I agree.
Adventures aren't
Creating a
the right
military.
choice for war.
Yes, this country desperately needs its own military. Whether it be jury-rigged at the beginning and established later on, it's needed.
Maybe, look, at the very least, I'm sure the other Langlian Knights are going to want information about Black Volt. I'm sure that they have some, but I'm sure once you give them a full scope of what's going on, there's a potential they could at least lend some people to help us.
That is in their scope. I mean, I could either give them a few calls, but I've been hung up on, so. I mean, if you gave me a little bit of time, I could just go there.
How do you think they would feel about... I'll talk to the council about this, but maybe we can set up an official negotiation between the Langlian Knights and Highland.
Mm-hmm. They're pretty good warriors, from at least what I've seen.
And they're organized and trained.
Mm-hmm. Like, I was only brought along because I was found to be fighting things already. And then they still threw me through a couple of combat tests. Those of which weren't that hard. Well, for me.
Let's also get Spirit a place to sit down.
Yeah, you find like a waiting room or something for him, kid. I'll wait here for Murdoch.
Yeah.
Did you explain what the castle is like right now, or
Yes.
where are we? Or cool, I missed that. I asked what I missed, and y'all
No.
didn't tell me anything.
Well, you didn't tell us you were leaving, so I didn't even know how long you were gone.
I did.
No, that was on me. I completely forgot. Anyways, so yeah, castle's still in shambles. It is basically big stone metal tower. The first floor is relatively complete with some barracks and the throne room partially done. That's about it.
Okay. Do I have a safe place to put Spirit?
Yeah. You can chuck them in a barrack.
That makes me feel bad.
Well, they don't need to be in on this conversation anyway, just in case.
Yeah. Let's just say Red Velvet was already off doing that, I guess. Because if Red Velvet was there, so was Spirit, and Spirit should not have been part of that conversation.
Mm.
Or near that conversation. So, yeah. Told some, if anyone asked what was up, I explained it to them. Told Spirit to wait here. They'll be safe. And head out to join the rest of the crew. In chats. Right.
Alright.
Back with the group.
Before long, the council, minus Lyle, and the king are there. They all gather in the incomplete throne room.
All right. Okay. Cry is gonna kind of like shake herself off a little bit and prepare herself for spiel. Why is my internet crapping out all of a sudden?
I know. No.
It's good. OBS hasn't dropped yet, fam. But I've dropped I'm 900 frames and increasing. It's wild.
Oh no.
Okay. What the fuck? Okay, now it's back to normal. Karai looks over the council. Look, I don't want to overstep my bounds here. However, this plan to go in with a bunch of adventurers to invade Nordhello is a terrible idea. It's going to get everyone involved killed. So there's several options that we have. Option 1, conscript some of these adventurers form a Highland military, conscript some of these adventurers, put an open call to other retired or experienced fighters to head up an NCO-like command structure to better command these new troops. And then also reach out to Granitas and not give too much away, but enough to let them know that we are going after Black Vault, the same people that started all this bullshittery and was getting involved in it and trying to cause us to fight each other to see if we can team up. And then also speak to the Langlian Knights and share information with them to see if we can get them to ally with us before we attempt to invade Norhello and subsequently deal with not only their military but Blackfold. Also, I'm sure there's weapons that we could possibly purchase to arm people with from Granitas, at the very least. If they're not willing to to fully ally with us and go in on the attack, they might be willing to sell weapons to us.
You notice across the room, Jericho looks a little uncomfy.
What is it, Jericho?
It's nothing. You're right. Murdoch speaks up. Let's just say our last military didn't treat us so well.
Well, you weren't in charge of that military.
That's true. It's fair. All right.
I'm glad you'll hear me out on this, because she reaches into her bag and pulls out an entire notebook and plops it on the table. Ever since that incident,
Back to here.
Here you go.
okay.
Another book all of Reggie's reactors.
Reggie will figure it out eventually.
Yeah.
Okay.
You went to inactive, so you gotta fix your reactives.
I'm sorry, I went to inactive.
You're fine.
Give me a second. There we go.
Okay. Anyway, this notebook, as she puts it down, she's like, I've been writing down ideas for the formation of a Highland military ever since that incident. Whenever I have free time. Unfortunately, I only have like 60 pages or so of different things, but it can all be ironed out in the future.
All right. Fry. Monster Mash. Jericho Snickers.
Yes.
Can we entrust you with the formation of our military? We have the only one of us that has ever seemed to know anything about all that stuff is Lyle.
You can just cry with that. I don't do good at leading people.
I'm a kid.
Yeah. If you don't mind, I'll take charge of it and assign some competent heads.
I can at least be a practice dummy for
Red Velvet knew shit, who the fuck would take her seriously? She's a fucking kid.
Just be threatening.
Correct. Pats Red Velvet on the head. When you grow up, if you continue to be such a competent little spy, maybe we can have you head up a spec ops.
Red Velvet's tail wags like crazy.
In the meantime, I think I probably have a lot of writing to do to get out some guidelines for people we will accept, including adventurers, and I'll have to have a talk with whoever runs the treasury to figure out what can be afforded to pay to these people.
Want me to set you up a meeting with some of the Langley Knights there?
What do you all think about trying to enlist them to help the country?
They're always up for peacekeeping. I don't see why not.
Excellent.
Cool. What gives like dual okay signs?
I guess
How
the
do you do
last
that?
big one is whether we reach out to Granitas or not. Considering they were just killing our people, it might be and we were just killing theirs. But Blackvault is a bigger existential threat, and I don't exactly know what their status with Nordhello has been, so...
If they understand a greater enemy, they'll might be on.
Maybe propose a military alliance.
Dago.
All right. All right. Me and Ellie will deal with our talks with Granitos.
Excellent.
Oh?
I was just chuckling because I was just thinking about Karai getting Red Velvet to help her artistically design some recruitment posters.
Aww.
Oh, that's so cute.
All right. In the meantime, rest up. Should be able to stay between here and the safe house, whichever suits your needs better.
I'm going to drag Chad away for the night and go stay with our kids. We'll be back
Understood.
in the morning.
Okay. Enjoy. Like wiggles his fingers and then leave. I'll try and make a few calls. Let's see if they pick up.
All right. I think that should be it for this session.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Next time, right?
Yeah. What's up? Next time.
I was like,
yeah.
next. No, I was gonna say next time Karai is going to not pester, but poke Chadamina's brain about where to sell these crystals and maybe where to buy a house.
I start drawing. And I forgot to eat. Hold on.
And the status of those teenagers with the massive amounts of powers, what they're up to.